welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, we're doing a back to school natural makeup look. I actually haven't done a single back to school video this year, which I'm kind of upset about because last year I did so many. I will link all of the videos down below like in a little playlist so you guys can check out the back to school videos from last year. So I do apologize for being a little bit late this year, but here we are. So for today's video, I'll just be doing a drugstore makeup look for school. It's gonna be very natural. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that huge thumbs up just down below, and also don't forget to subscribe. Come and join the dinosaur family. But without further ado, let's get on into the video. Okay, so the first thing is, obviously this look is all drugstore, so it's super affordable. I will have everything linked down below if you guys want to check it out, but I first want to cover up some of my friends on my face. I don't know if you guys can see them from this far, but they are definitely not paying rent, so they've got to go. So the first thing I'll be taking is my Maybelline Master Camo Green Correcting Pen. This is great if you have redness on your skin, if you have spots. I honestly have quite good skin most of the time, but recently I've just broken out so badly. I've got so many like little red spots. There's one right here which is super painful. So this is my savior for when it comes to like spots and covering them up. This one is actually brand new, so I'm gonna just be sat here for the next 10 hours unwinding this. Okay, so we've got some on the pen, and I'm literally just going to dot that on any problematic areas where you can kind of see some darkness or some discoloration. Because the green is on the opposite color wheel of red, it really does a great job of concealing any redness on your face. And obviously it looks a little bit ridiculous right now, but we are gonna blend this out. So now that my face looks like this, I'm just gonna take my beauty blender, which I should probably clean. It is clean, but it just looks really bad. I don't know if this is just me. Let me know in the comments, but do you guys find it really difficult to like get your beauty blender to its like original state? Like no matter how many times I wash this, it just always looks dirty. And then I'm just going to tap this and bounce it into the skin to really push it into the pores. And that way it's really going to work to its maximum potential. I really like this product, but I'm not too sure if it's actually available in the UK. It might just be available in the US, but if I can find it in the UK, I will link it down below for you guys. So there are so many other concealers like this out there on the market, so if you guys can't find this one, I'm sure you will be able to find another one. So now that the green concealer is blended out, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. So for this, I've recently been really liking the L'Oreal Infallible foundation sticks. So I actually use the shade 180 and 190. So I mix these two together because I feel like they give me the perfect shade now that I've got a little bit of a tan since I've come back from holiday. So what I like to do is I take the lighter shade of the foundation and kind of apply this in the very center of my face. And then as I get further out into the circumference of my face, I do like to use the slightly darker one. I feel like this just gives like a natural way to contour your face with just a foundation, and it's just so seamless. Obviously, it's not too much. It's a little bit darker than the first one, but you can't really notice it that much. Now, this foundation has really amazing coverage. It's super blendable, and I feel like it works for most skin tones. I get quite oily skin naturally, so this is just really nice to kind of tame that. It's not exactly matte, but I wouldn't say it's dewy. It's kind of like a perfect medium for me. So then I'm just again going to take my beauty blender and kind of bounce this into my skin. Also, if you apply a little bit too much, the beauty blender will kind of take that off. And yeah, I just really like using a beauty blender for my foundation. I feel like you get the most effective kind of finish, and it doesn't look cakey or anything. So that is definitely perfect for school. I know that a lot of schools don't really allow people to wear makeup. That's kind of how it used to be when I went to school. So I am kind of curious, can you wear makeup at school? And what's like the limit? Like, because I know people still wear makeup, but how much is too much? I remember in my school, no one could ever wear eyeliner. You would immediately be asked to take it off. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know, maybe times have changed since then. And now that is my foundation all blended. I honestly love the finish of this. It is a little bit shiny, but we are gonna set that in a minute. But to kind of cover up my under eye circles, I feel like they're still sort of peeking through the foundation. We're gonna use the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. This is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, and it's honestly amazing. And it's like a fraction of the price. So I really like this one. It blends out really well, and I think it was only like £4. So I mean, if you're on a budget, then I definitely recommend this. And then lastly, I'm just gonna blend this in with my good old beauty blender. You guys know the drill. So now that everything is sort of in place, I'm gonna set everything with a powder. This is from Rimmel. This is the Stay Matte powder. I've used this for absolute years. It's just so affordable and it's just like a go-to. I'm pretty sure this is a staple in most people's makeup bag. It's honestly the best. So I'm just gonna set my under eye and kind of like my T-zone. I don't want my skin to look too dry throughout the day. I'm kind of just only setting the area where I usually get a bit oily. So now that everything is set into place, we're gonna move on to a little bit of bronzing. I feel like for school, you shouldn't go full out and do like contour. So we're gonna do something a little bit more natural, and that's bronzing. So I'm gonna be using this palette right here. This is from Collection, and it actually comes with a bronzer and 2 different highlighters. But today we're just gonna be using the bronzer from this. What I'm gonna do is just pick up the product and basically just kind of bronze up my face. I feel like everyone knows where bronzer should go, but I definitely feel like this adds a lot more depth to your face, and it also adds a bit more color and dimension as well. So I'm kind of just going to apply this around the circumference of my face in like a 3 sort of shape. So I'm gonna go into my temple, down to my cheekbone, and then down to my jaw. Next up, I'm gonna move on to blusher. So for my blush, I'm using this Collection Soft Glow blusher. This is in shade 3 Cheeky, and I just love the shade of this. I feel like it's so natural. It's one of those shades you can't really overdo. So I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheek for a nice flush of color. I feel like this really makes you look a lot more glowing and healthy, and just adds a bit of something to the face, if that makes sense. So now to finish off the face, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of highlighter. The one I'll be using is the Baked Triple Blend Highlighter from Barry M. I love this one so much. I feel like it suits a lot of different skin tones as well. So I am applying highlighter for this video, but I obviously don't know if every school allows you to wear highlighter. It is kind of a little bit out there. I feel like it's one of those makeup things that you can definitely notice on someone rather than like just a bit of concealer or foundation. So definitely make sure you obviously obey the rules of your school and don't wear too much makeup if you're not allowed to. I feel like a little bit of highlighter never hurt anyone, am I right? So that is my skin completely finished. I'm now going to move on to the eyeshadow. So eyeshadow, I feel like you definitely shouldn't wear too much for school, but I am going to just add a little bit of depth to the eye in more of a natural way. So for this, I'm going to be using this palette right here. This is the Revolution Reloaded Neutrals 2. I've been really liking this. I love all the warm tone shades, but I'm going to be using some of the more neutral shadows from this, such as these 2 right here. I'm actually going to take the lighter shade first on a big fluffy brush like so, and kind of just apply that all over the lid. I feel like this is a very natural shade, and most people have this kind of shade to their eyelid naturally anyway. And I feel like when you apply even just a slightly darker shade of brown to your eyelid, it just really makes your eyes pop and really draws a lot more attention to it while still looking natural. I'm then gonna go in a little bit further and apply this darker brown shadow just throughout the crease, but ever so slightly. I'm really going to use such a light hand because I don't want it to be obvious that we are wearing any eyeshadow at all. This is just enough to kind of accentuate the crease, and I feel like that really makes the eye pop. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes first. I honestly talk about this all the time. I never used to curl my lashes at all because I felt like it really didn't do much. My eyelashes are naturally really straight. They're not too short, but they are just super straight. They have no curl at all. So I feel like this just really gives them that extra help. And especially if you curl your lashes before you apply some waterproof mascara, it definitely helps a lot to keep them nice and curled for a little bit longer. And now for my mascara, I'm gonna be using this one right here. So this one is the Maybelline The Falsies Mascara. This has been really good lately. I've been using this a whole bunch lately, and I just really like the length and volume this mascara gives me, and it's super affordable as well. It's all drugstore, so if you guys are looking for a good new mascara, I definitely would recommend this one. So now my eyes are finished and it's time to move on to the lips. So for the lip, I do like to keep it quite neutral. Obviously, if you are not much of a lipstick wearer, you can just opt for maybe like a lip gloss or a lip balm, but I am gonna do a little bit more because you guys know I'm a little bit extra. So I'm actually gonna line my lips first with the I Heart Revolution pen lip liner. I've been really liking this recently. I feel like whenever I try a new lip liner and I really love it, I just end up using it for like the next 2 months. And now that my lip is lined, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this lipstick. This is actually from the brand called Be Makeup. I don't know if you guys have heard of them before. I have done a video testing out their makeup in the past, but they are a drugstore vegan makeup brand, which is absolutely amazing. I love their stuff so much. So I'm gonna be taking this Velvet Matte Liquid Lip in shade All About Me. It's a very nice neutral sort of color. So this is the finished and completed look. I feel like this look is really super natural. It's not just amazing for back to school, but I feel like this is a perfect look for maybe like a workplace or just even an everyday summer makeup look. This is the kind of makeup look I've been rocking recently because I just cannot be bothered to do a whole full face of everything every single day. But this is the type of look that I've been sporting to kind of get myself ready for the day. You know when you just kind of feel like meh, and then you just apply a little bit of makeup and you're suddenly so ready for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a bit more of a natural look on my channel. I usually do like kind of full glam most of the time. I realize this probably isn't as much of a tutorial because it's very, very simple. This is just basically what I do for pretty much every single day. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some new drugstore products in case you haven't seen all of the ones that I used in this video. If you guys are brand new, make sure you guys come and join the Dinosaur family by subscribing down below, and don't forget to like this video also if you did enjoy it. If you would like to see more like back to school type of videos, then also let me know in the comments below. That is all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.